So overstriding is kind of the polite, nice way to say it. Heel striking is the word we don't want to hear. It ought to strike fear into us. Hi, I'm Ralph, and this is The Ageless Runner. If you're new here, I'm all about helping you have a fun and healthy running life, especially as you get older. So overstriding, simply defined, is when your foot gets ahead of you when you're running. Ideally, when your foot lands, it should be right underneath your body. That's best for efficiency and forces. When you get your foot out in front of you, that's the heel striking. And imagine as you're going forward, you have all this momentum. But when your heel lands first, it's kind of like acting as a brake. So that brake not only impedes your forward progress, meaning it's less efficient for you, but also sends all that forward momentum forces back up your leg. What does that mean? Injury. Makes you more prone to having knee and hip injuries. Now, one sign you might be heel striking or overstriding is to look at the wear on the bottom of your running shoes. If you see a lot of wear in the heel, or you see more wear in the heel than maybe the front of your shoe, that's a sign you might be heel striking. So heel striking is bad for a couple of reasons. We want to avoid it, and I'm going to give you 2 tips that I think will practically ensure that you won't overstride or heel strike. So tip number 1 is get your cadence up to around 180 steps per minute. If you're at 160 or below, chances are your stride's too long and you're getting that overstriding or heel striking condition going on. Getting up to 180 works because it naturally shortens up your stride. You can't have a long stride and get up to 180. It's virtually impossible. So getting your cadence up to 180 steps a minute will shorten up that stride and make it more likely that your foot will land underneath your body. Now, I have a video on cadence I'll cue up at the end of this video. You can take a look at it if you'd like to get a little more information and help on increasing your cadence. Now, the second thing we do is kind of lean into our run. A lot of heel strikers, if you often maybe will stand too upright or maybe even lean back a little bit. We kind of want to lean into our run. Now, you can lean from the waist. I don't like to do that because if I lean from my waist, I kind of pretty soon I realize I'm getting all hunched over. I kind of like to lean from my ankles, kind of like just tilt myself forward a little bit. But doing that leaning moves the center of gravity of your body forward. When you do that, it's more likely to get that foot underneath that center of gravity and land on the mid portion of your foot. There's a couple things you can do to get the feel of landing with your foot underneath the center of your body. And of course, whenever you run, always try to pay attention, where's my foot landing, where am I hitting? But 2 ways you can kind of practice this is do a dynamic warm-up of skipping. When you skip, you bring your leg up, and then when you bring it down, it naturally kind of wants to land underneath you. You can't really overstride when you're skipping. That's a great warm-up exercise, but do some skipping. That'll give you the feel of your foot landing right underneath your body. Now, another thing you can do to get the feel of that foot landing in your body is hill repeats. When you run uphill, you naturally lean forward. You naturally shorten up your stride and your foot lands underneath your body. It's really hard to overstride when you're running uphill. So do some hill repeats, get the feel, where's my foot landing, how's that feel when I do that? And again, get your cadence up, leaning forward, practicing a little bit through skipping or hill repeats, and that problem will be gone. Hey, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you would hit the like button down below. Those likes really help my channel. And if you're new here, I'd love to have you stick around. Please hit the subscribe button also. Thanks so much and happy running.